Hello guys! Welcome back to my vlog. At kung bago ka sa channel na to, I'm Za and this is Za Canada. Today we are going to talk about an important topic and this is all about CRS score. Ano nga ba ang CRS score? Because there are a lot of immigrants and especially Filipinos who come into Canada who doesn't know about CRS score. Yung tipong gusto lang makapasok ng Canada at bahala na si Batman kung ano mangyayari sa akin. So, let's talk about that further. Huwag aalis. Well, thank you so much for subscribing into my channel. At kung bago ka sa channel na to, we talk about immigration updates in my channel and different lives of Filipinos here in Canada. Okay? So, alam mo ba yung feeling na nag-express entry ka? Tapos, every draw kay IRCC website or every pagre-refresh mo kay IRCC website, meron ka lang na 450 na cut-off score. Pero pagtingin mo, biglang paglabas ni CEC, Canadian Experience Class, biglang nasa 500. Yung kailangan mo palang score. Sino ba? Yung may mga 500 score na yan. Minsan mapapatanong ka, ano ba yan? Mga engineer ba yan? Mga astronaut? Mga doktor na may 10 taon na experience? May mga PhD, mga nag-aaral dito sa Canada, mga bata, matanda. Sino ba yan? May mga score na ganyan. So here, in this topic, the truth about CRS score sa Canada. Bakit mataas? Bakit unpredictable? At paano ka magpe-prepare strategically kung balak mong maging PR dito sa Canada? So what is CRS? So, CRS is Comprehensive Ranking System. Basically, ito yung grading system ng express entry under Canadian Immigration System. Ito yung nagdetermine kung pwede kang ma-PR dito sa Canada or pwede kang bigyan ng permanent residence dito sa Canada. So, under these programs is express entry, Federal Skilled Worker Program, and Canadian Experience Class. So they rank candidates based on age, education, work experience, language, Canadian experience, spouse factors, kung married ka or may common law partner ka, and if you have provincial nomination, if you've been nominated by the province, then there is an additional 600 points at hindi po ito raffle. Hindi siya raffle draw na parang pag sinabit mo yung pangalan mo sa loob ng tambyolo is pag nabunot ka, PR ka. So in short, this is a grading system. And now, let's be honest about CRS score. Noong 2018 to 2019, if you were here at that time, congratulations. Kasi kayo yung nagka-chance na, or if you had a score of 430 to 450 at that time, then you might have been a PR by now. Okay? PR ka na ngayon. Pero ngayon, let's be honest, 500 pataas, especially for Canadian Experience Class. Bakit? Kasi there are more applicants worldwide, international students inside Canada, people with Canadian work experience, French speakers, and targeted category draws. So there are so much factors na ikinukonsider ni Canada. So immigration is very competitive now. So ngayon, hindi porket nurse ka, engineer ka, may 5-year work experience ka, automatic na i-invite ka na. So, right now, CRS, you have to do the math in CRS. And alam naman natin na math doesn't care about your feelings. So, kahit ano pa gawin mo kung yan lang talaga ang score mo, then you have to find a way in order for you to improve or increase your score. And when it comes to Filipinos, maraming Pinoy ang okay mag-English, pero IELTS is a strategy exam. So for example, if you have CLB 7 versus CLB 9, there is a huge point difference. Sometimes, kahit 0.5 lang yan, there is a 25 to 50 CRS points. So that's the difference between waiting 2 years and getting ITA next draw. Okay? Well, the next one is the age reality. The peak age for CRS is 20 to 29. So after 30, you start losing points yearly. Yun nga lang. Alam naman natin na time is not in our side, especially if we are aging. Okay? So, if you are waiting for a perfect timing, kung halimbawa may plano kang mag-Canada, make sure that you do it as early as possible. Okay? Kung may kakayanan, syempre. Lahat naman talaga dapat kailangan ng budget. Diba? No Canadian experience. If nasa labas ka ng Canada and your CRS score will naturally be lower. That's why some people take student pathway, work permit pathway, and provincial nomination. So again, strategy yan. Okay? Kailangan sa una pa lang, bago ka makapasok ng Canada, alam mo na kung paano mo patataasin yung CRS score mo. Hindi yung pagdating mo dito sa kakapalang magpaplano. At the very beginning, you should know exactly what is your main goal or what is your main path in order for you to get your PR kung may plano ka namang tumira. Pag wala naman, and then okay, kung gusto mo lang magtrabaho or mag-aral at bumalik din sa bansa, then that should be fine. And how to prepare smartly. Let's talk about maximum IELTS. Maximum IELTS should be your target. Listening should be 8, reading should be 7, writing should be 7, and speaking should be 7. So this is CLB 9. Okay? Next is consider French. Mag-aral ng French. Kasi again, this is basic French can give you extra points. Even 25 to 50 points is life-changing sa CRS. And next is evaluate PNP seriously. We have lots of provincial nomination program that is being carried out by the government kasi simula lang ng taon. So if you may notice, there are a lot of provinces who are conducting their draws in each of their provinces. So we have Ontario Immigration Nomination Program or Nominee Program, British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, Alberta Advantage Immigration Program, at kung ano-ano pa. Marami yan. Meron sa Saskatchewan, may Manitoba, may RCIP, so napakadami ng provincial nominee program. And it's an additional, if you get nominated by the province, it's an additional of 600 points. And kapag may 600 points ka, may automatic invitation to apply ka na so that you can get your PR soon. Okay? But again, you have to research properly. Hindi lahat eligible dyan. Hindi lahat pwedeng pumasok ng basta-basta sa provincial nomination program. So you always have to be updated sa mga trends. Hindi yung trabaho lang tayo na trabaho. We have to make sure that we are always updated sa immigration. Ano ba ang ginagawa nila sa immigration ngayon? Observe category-based draws, healthcare focus, STEM focus, and French draws. If possible, you can also upgrade your immigration. If you have a 1-year diploma, if it doesn't change much, then you may want to get a 2-year diploma instead, as long as pasok sa budget, di ba? And mental reality. CRS journey is mental straining. Alam naman natin na bawat labas ng score or bawat draw ang nalabas at sobrang baba ng score natin, nakaka-drain niya ng energy, nakaka-lose ng self-esteem or ng self-confidence na madodraw pa kaya ako, magiging PR pa kaya ako. So, kaya kailangan nating mag-strategize. Kailangan nating gawin ang lahat. Kung gusto nating manatili dito sa Canada, kailangan nating gawin ang mga dapat nating gawin para madraw tayo or para pumasok tayo dun sa path na gusto nating tahakin. So, if your score is 420 and the cutoff score is 520, that's not bad luck. Okay? Hindi naman yan bad luck. Kailangan mo lang ng 100-point strategy. Paano ba magkakaroon ng 100-point strategy? So first is you have to probably, because hindi naman natin, halimbawa, hindi naman natin may tatanggi o hindi natin mababago ang edad natin. But there are so much factors that we can do, just like our language, education, or work experience, di ba? So there are so much factors that we can do in order for us to increase our score. So it's all about strategy. And again, huwag papasok ng Canada nang hindi alam kung ano ang CRS score mo. Okay? Para alam mo yung magiging pathway mo dito pagdating ng panahon. Okay? So that's it about CRS at kung ano yan at kung paano ka mag-strategize at kung paano mo i-increase ang iyong CRS score. Kung may natutunan kayo sa video na to, comment below ano nga ba ang CRS score nyo ngayon. Okay? That should be it. Like and subscribe into my channel. Thank you so much for watching at laging tatandaan, hindi kailangan maraming pera, basta may peace of mind. Bye-bye.